Live, live, live. Live, live, live. Live, live. I'm rolling solo today, I believe. I guess I'll wait a little bit if I get anybody. So I will bag and board tape my books. Yeah, man, let me just kick this off because I love this music. Live, live. Live, live, live. Live, live, live. Guess I'll wait for a little bit. But nah, fuck it. Let's just go. Another excellent episode of Alien Earth. Darth Lopez, King of Drama, here live. Doing my own little review. I thought it was a good episode. Dude, I want to know how and why she can hear them. And why does she sense pain when they're in pain? Thought it was a good episode. I think the beginning of the episode was excellent. She's a badass. I kind of wish they would have showed her cut the Xenomorph's head off. That would have been cool, but maybe it was a budget thing. Maybe it was, I mean, it is on TV. What up, Fish? No audio? You hear me now? Sicko, what's up? You hear me? Fish, you hear me?
Check one, check one.
Check one, check one. You hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I think
okay.
We're now.
Oh, sorry about the chaos here, folks. My wife decided she was going to use my streaming setup as her classroom for today, and decided she would set settings how she felt. So, what are you going to tell me that you changed all my settings? I sat down Dar's show, and the camera's looking at the roof, the microphone's somewhere else, but we made it.
Yeah.
So did you guys check out the third episode?
Let me you sound a little loud. Let me
Oh, hold on. I can back the fuck bit off the mic a bit.
Okay.
How's that? Is that a little better?
Absolutely.
Okay. Go like that.
Yeah, that's good. But I had already started, so excellent episode. I think. I was saying that I want to know why she can hear them. And why she can hear, why is she in pain when she hears them? I wish they would have showed her killing the xenomorph in the cargo ship, the cargo container. But I'm guessing it was a CGI thing. I mean, it is technically a TV show, so maybe the budget isn't there for it.
I mean, they're doing a pretty good job in terms of things looking pretty good for the budget. This is a pretty good looking TV show.
Yeah,
the scale
was pretty good.
I was just thinking, in this whole universe of aliens versus predators, this future is like never once did it occur to me like what Earth might look like. And in this, well, alien Earth, right? Of course, but
Yeah.
it's more than I expected. I thought it was just going to be like your typical, but it's very dystopian, very like cyberpunk, very dark, lots of pollution. And it tells a very sad story. You know, like when you're looking at groups of the factions that they flesh out for us in this TV show, not one group really has it like that great. They're all kind of in a situation of struggling and combative with each other, with the other faction.
Yeah. It is sad, ain't it? Like the only rich people we see are in that building.
Yeah.
So I mean, I get it. They're keeping it self-contained. You know, I think they're on an island. You know, I don't know. I'm not sure because remember
I was having trouble grasping that too. I was like, I don't really know where we are.
Right. He says they're on a contained area in the middle of the ocean. So maybe they are, right? Prodigy. Oh, it's good, Legend. You got, whenever you get a chance.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to watch the other stuff. Like, if you've never watched Alien, you can start here, and it will make you want to go back and watch the other stuff.
Yeah.
There'll be a couple things you might be confused about, but in the long run.
And we were right about the redhead. We were right. She's off. Now, my question is, the Oculus, I think that's how you pronounce it. I think by it just touching her fucked her up. I think because remember she's in the mirror and she's seeing that eye. She's seeing like there's a third eye. Yeah. So I think she's drawn to it. I think that's what that thing does. Once it touches or whatever, it fucks you up. Yeah, definitely, Fish. So I think she's compromised. I think she was compromised from the gate. I think she's the weakest one. I think that the other one trying to take Wendy's spot was interesting. It's crazy because they're kids, but I think that they're quickly in their heads, maybe just growing up like, look, dude, we're kids and like we're kids. They were dying. Now we're basically androids. I think you know what? It's funny. Females mature quicker, right? I think that's so you can see the two young females are already adapting.
One thing I was like, I gotta ask Darth about this because I'm not really sure. Is like at the very beginning of the episode that Ginger is talking to the other I forget the word. Like very, very beginning of the episode, and he says something along the lines of, well, like we're both female and male. Like we're 50% female or something like that. Did you catch that?
I kind of did. I don't know what that was about. Maybe because they're droids now, so it don't even matter.
Right.
That's the interesting point Pescado brought up because he does look a little bit weak. I think he's weak-minded, and I think that, damn it, what's his name? The Yutani droid is okay. So he is half cyborg.
Yeah.
Okay, so
cyborg.
No, he says he was once a man. He said he's half cyborg.
Right. That's what makes him a cyborg is that he was human. Am I wrong?
Shit, I sounds right.
Okay.
And they're just able to prolong his life. That's interesting. Well, maybe we'll find out more. But
they like strap part. He was human, and they started strapping like Ghost in the Shell. You remember that when that came out? Oh, it was a while ago now. But you could get like your eyeballs upgraded and your arm upgraded, and I think.
But interesting. So eternal life. So maybe Yutani has her own way of doing what Prodigy did. I guess maybe.
I think so.
Okay, so. But to Fish's point, I think that kid is about to fuck shit up. About to fuck shit up. So he would be the weakest link of the boys, and the ginger chick would be the weakest link of the girls. I'm gonna have to maybe do better, so because I can't think of their names. You know, I'm so focused on the show, but I like the show. I think it's. I think it's obvious in a TV show we're not going to get badass shit every week. I think it started off badass, and now we get a little bit more exposition. I think,
We need some dialogue in between
yeah,
all the action, you know.
absolutely. And I think,
Otherwise, we're not going to know what the fuck's going on.
right, good acting. Oh, so now we know that
Terrific acting
the
for a
lung,
TV show.
yeah,
I forget I'm watching a TV show. It feels like a movie.
and
It
you know
ends
what?
after 45 minutes, and I'm like,
I did watch it on Hulu, Sicko, and there was ads.
oh,
Yeah,
what?
and then you know what I don't like on Hulu and most streamings is they don't give you on next week's episode. So because there was less ads, I changed. What up, Benny? I changed to Hulu to cable, and I could see next week's episode. So we do know that that thing all along was a lung. Oh shit! So okay, so they dissect the face hugger and they take the little embryo out of the xenomorph, and he
Mhm.
throws it in to a lung because it's organic, and it instantly goes in. It instantly goes in, and then in the trailer for next week, we see it. Something pops out. So interesting. So it needs anything organic just to be able to do its thing. The xenomorph. Fuck. I just that's what I'm saying, dude. I find it all interesting, dude. I'm just glad they did the show, man. And so far, I don't really have any complaints. I did see a bunch of online reviews, pretty much positive. The Rotten Tomato score is kind of low at the audience scores at 77. I did see people. Yes, they do. Correct. Yep. I know that is. Yeah.
Oh,
So that's what I mean.
that's-
Sicko, you didn't. So when he takes the little mini embryo of the xenomorph, and you can kind of see its shape, they take it out of the face hugger. He throws it into the what's carrying her brother's lung, and it instantly goes in and does its thing. Um. Now I lost what I was gonna say about next week.
Chicken.
Fuck, I don't remember. Um, but you what? So I mean, you know, what do you think, Sickle? So far, you enjoying it?
oh, amazing.
Oh,
The CGI is some of the best I've ever seen for a TV show. The IP, usually when we see such a large IP that's done multiple movies, as many movies as Aliens done, pivot to doing a TV show, it's always kind of wah wah. And this is the first time that I'm, like I'm excited week after week. Well, it's only been 2 weeks, but like the suspense of building up to it, having Darth, who's also into it, rekindling that passion I have for Aliens. And now, and if you were ever tired of like, okay, Aliens is just like, we're on a spaceship, everyone dies, there's an alien, it's very, what's coming. This is adding so much depth, so much lore, that I'm also excited for, like, where's this go after? Is there a movie after this?
I don't know. I think we're gonna get multiple seasons. It was
oh, for sure.
It was #1 in streaming. Okay, so I did see this a lot, even like big channels, a bunch of reviews, and even our buddy Legion of Comics said no connection to the characters. On that, for me, it was always about Wendy. Now I'm a bit more interested to see the synthetics, the kids. I'm just gonna call them the kids. Now I'm kind of pulling for a few of them because, like, fuck, they're all kind of weird, and I think they're not all gonna make it, dude. Some of them are gonna get whacked. I just can't see them doing plot armor, and none of these synths get whacked. But at the same time, I think it all depends on how much they get shot up or ripped apart or whatever the case may be. I think the redheaded chick is just going to get Oculus and say, "Fuck it, come on, let's do it." I think they're mentioning that, and we still don't know what's in the watermelon type cocoon. We s-
Yeah,
so they showed it off screen.
and they've got
So
those eggs kicking around too.
right.
Like, I'm pretty sure we know what's in those, but
Well, I
we've been
think what
thrown a
it's
lot of surprises. So
you heard the I gotta get the characters' names. The so when the Indian kid and the black kid are talking, the black kid comes up to the Indian. Hey, we saw these flying bugs. What flying bugs? Those are the ones that we had seen in the trailer.
right,
And there's still shit in the containers, bro. What's in those containers?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
There's a lot more than just the xenomorphs going on here.
yeah, dude, it's fascinating. They were able to build on this world big time, dude, and this is what we needed for one of these movies. And if this continues to do well, I hope we get something with Predator because we've only seen their home
Oh,
world, dude.
Predator. What's the new Predator movie coming out?
Later this year, Badlands.
Badlands. That's going to add so much lore to this.
It could be all connected. Maybe not to Alien Earth,
Now,
but to the whole.
does Disney just ignore 20th Century Fox and the whole AVP
I think they
branch,
are.
or are they going to build up both IPs and have them meet back in?
Yeah, I think that's what
and do like a real
yeah.
AVP.
I think that's what they're going to do. I do not want them to ignore Prometheus and Covenant. They don't have to go back to those movies, but I want the engineers and I want the black goo.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, because to me to me that made it all make sense, bro. The black goo, the pathogen, is basically what is like the beginning of the xenomorph, whatever you want to call it. I hope they don't go away from that. So a good episode. Um, good episode. My wife lost her phone, so I don't know, man. I love it. I'm excited. I want more. I almost wish I could
Fish. I hope we
binge
get
watch
multiple seasons. Oh, I'm definitely going back
and
and binge watching cover to cover the whole thing when it's over.
Oh, this is before I forget. So I watched. There's a big YouTuber that I really like. Let's plug him. His name is Zaffy. Got over 100 and something thousand subscribers. This dude talks. He's good. If anybody's interested, check him out. He brought up the. Everybody's missing you in the Discord, by the way, Sicko. He brought up. So you got to come home tomorrow. He brought up the lady. The lady in the dark. Remember the lady in dark in the first run? So everybody that even gets connected to an egg is in a high.
Yeah, yes.
I'll shoot you the channel.
I do know what you're talking about now.
I'll shoot you the channel. What's Zaffy? That's all it is Zaffy. 170.
Well, didn't Sticky Goose recently shout him out?
No, how dare
you?
That was probably me.
My bad.
I think that was me, bro. Me.
Was it you? Okay.
Yeah. And he did that. He brought up. Now this is just a theory. He was like, and he brought up the pictures, everything, kind of like how we did. You know what I mean? But the guy knows lore. He does a lot of the Alien horror movies, Alien Predator, a lot of the Marvel. He once did this whole thing. He ranked Freddy, Jason, and all that. It was good. Check him out. So he's saying, and I brought it up to Travis, TM, about I don't think they'll go that way. I think it's too soon for that shit. And I think, but in a way, I think they took pieces from that, bro, because, kind of like what they're doing with Wendy. How is she able to hear them? And now we know that it's more than just hearing them, or maybe when they're crying or in pain, it's loud in her eardrums. Maybe is that what it is? But I think we'll find out.
Well, I mean, we if Disney's doing it Disney's way, we have seen that the xenomorphs did have a similar hive mind mentality, and that's why Venom was able to be such a good use them as such a good host. For those that haven't read the AVP Avengers vs Predator, um, it's a fantastic series. I love Venom, and Venom ends up playing a huge part in it. And I wonder if after that they kind of got the idea of like, well, why doesn't it have a hive mind mentality? Ants have a hive mind mentality. Bees have a hive mind mentality.
Yeah. Looks like Fish wants to make a first appearance on Alive.
Come on, Fish.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a bit too soon for it. You know what I mean? But
the hive mind?
Or the Lady in the Dark. That's what it is.
Yeah, right? We're only in the third episode. You got to tease us a little more.
Yeah. Lady in the Dark seems a bit too quick. But I like what he was thinking. I never thought they would do that. So it'll be interesting to see. So the Yutani droid, he says this is his life's work. He wants to get the creatures back. So, but remember when they teased, like when they did the like what's coming this season, we know there's another xenomorph that gets out, and I think that's what we're going to see next week, because Wendy does look at the lung and something pops out. So we know that there's another one, and we know that that's going to get out because we see the Yutani droid and some soldiers, in the out on the outskirts, and then we did tease there was a xenomorph in a cave with water, so they get out. And you know what I wanted to see? I want to see how they cocoon, man. It's got to be the spit. It's got to be their spit. Fish.
I'm here.
We
can you hear me?
What's up, bro? Yeah, we hear
first
you.
First time.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. We hear
you. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What's up, dude?
Welcome.
All right, I'm trying to sync up because I got you on my TV, and I'm trying to sync up the audio with the. All right, here we go. Now I can.
I think you got to. I don't know if you can do the TV on while streaming. I think it causes interference.
All right, I'm just gonna turn the TV off. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this show is probably my favorite show I've seen since. I don't know, something like Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones or something like that. This is good.
High praise.
This is really good. In like the horror sci-fi, I'm a big Succession guy. I'm a big. I like the drama. I like House of Dragons, Succession.
Yeah, I lump House of Dragons into the Game of Thrones mix. Yeah. Succession was good, but like I don't know. There's something about this show. I think it's doing justice to like, because my thing is like the first two Alien movies are hands down the best, right? I mean, Alien and Aliens are the best, and Aliens, the director's cut, right? You got to get you got to get the you need to understand that Ripley lost her daughter when she was in space for 57 years or whatever. Like that's an important part of the mix, I think. But yeah, I think the show is doing real justice to like the lore of the Weyland. Not so we haven't touched too much. We know the ship was a Weyland ship, and we know there's the Yutani woman, but now you have this prodigy kid. Adding to the lore, but we know he's not going to make it, right? I mean,
I don't think so,
right? Because
I don't think so.
I mean, we've already seen that like he's not around in the future, right? Because this takes place between Alien.
Well, see, that's what's kind of murky, and I think that's where we're getting a lot of mumbo jumbo. I'm going to go off what the director, the showrunner said, Noah Haley. This takes place basically in the same world. So the only thing I think that is linked is that Weyland-Yutani knew of the xenomorph.
Oh, they did.
Yes.
Oh, they did. Okay,
I think
because I think this show takes place 2 years after the first Alien film, if I'm not mistaken, in the timeline.
I think I took a picture here. Let me see.
I think it's like 2 years later. But like, Ripley doesn't know that aliens have hit Earth because she's out in space, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she doesn't come back till 57 years later. That's what makes Aliens so interesting now, is because the beginning of Aliens, she's talking to all the Weyland-Yutani corporate people, and they're like disregarding that she ever saw aliens, even though aliens hit Earth while she was out in space, right? So they're lying to her.
So here's the timeline. So 2093 Prometheus, right? 2104 Alien Covenant, 2120 Alien Earth. But this isn't confirmed from the showrunner. The showrunner came out and said this takes place basically in the universe of what we know as Alien. So we could take that in multiple ways. This is happening while Prometheus and all this is going on. I believe that no matter what, Weyland-Yutani knows of these species, knows of multiple species. I think that's clear. I think that it's very corporate, money hungry, like Yutani that we know of, got their hands in everything. So it's easy for them to say, we're going to send this group over here, and this group don't even know it's going on, but we know what's going on. We know we got 2-3 different people looking for this shit, and we're not going to tell them all. I think that's how I'm looking at it, right? Because they haven't come out and confirmed any of it. That's all I'm taking. I'm taking it. That's what they're doing. I would love it to be in a timeline. I would love it to go back to the Black Goo. It all tie into the engineers. I want to see the engineers. That was an excellent concept. Prometheus grew on me. The more and more I watched it, the more and more I thought about it. I says, wait a minute, I see what he did there. Because he does go back to say, what was that space jockey? What was that? Why was his chest open? Right? And he went back to tell that story. But again, like I've said, in my opinion, Alien Covenant is one of the first movies that suffers from fan service. And the studio mingled in saying, look, you got to give us xenomorphs. You got to give the people what they want.
What I didn't like about Covenant was I felt like, because they had that droid from Prometheus, David, right?
Yes, David. Yeah.
And then he comes back and he's like, I don't know what, he's cutting his hair. He's trying to he's trying to replace the other droid that looks like that's basically a copy of him. And that's where I got lost in it. I'm just like, and like nobody's like clued into that. Like he's like, I don't know, that was kind of weird for me. But like, yeah, Prometheus was good. I didn't but I agree. I didn't think Covenant was a good follow up to Prometheus.
Absolutely not. And I don't like them killing Shaw off screen. I did not dig that at all, dude. Like, I just, you had a good female character. You could have built that off. I mean, but again, I don't know what was that decision to kill her off screen. I mean, she's not an A-list actress, so they could have brought her back. I think she's even said. I think she said before she wanted to go back, but it's not her call. So, but with this show, man, I'm really digging it, dude. I'm really, really digging it. So, I'm interested to see where we go from here. Can't think of it. I'm trying to process it. Any other key points? I want to know what's in the watermelon. That's what I'm calling it. That watermelon cocoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the scientist kid was super interested in it. And yeah, I have a feeling that's going to be something special.
So I just went back to episode 1, and it does say at the beginning of the episode, year 2120.
Right.
Okay.
So 21, and that is 2 years before the first, or I believe that is 2 years before the first Alien film, which means so Ripley's not aware of this, right?
Right.
Like, because she's out in space,
'Cause
she's on this space.
How long have they been out in space?
So
Years at that point, right? That's typically what happens. Is these space crews, they go out for very long, extended periods of time, and they're put in cryogenic sleep, right?
For years, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Very
that's-
interesting.
that's what I thought was interesting about the lore was that, like, so that means in Aliens, when Ripley's there talking to Wayland Yutani, they're just flat out lying to her because they're telling her, "Oh, xenomorphs, what are you, or aliens? What are you talking about?" Even though they've been to Earth, they were at Earth like 60 years earlier. You know what I mean? Like, they're just lying to her. And
Yeah. Or how about this? How about this, bro? What if they don't know? I think that it's like, look, bro. Okay, so in Alien, remember, the droid that goes bad is getting orders from from somewhere else to protect the species.
right.
Crew expendable. We see Burke's greed. Once he knows what they got, all he wants is the egg to take it back. I think that Wayland Yutani has a board, has shot callers, and they monitor everything, but they don't want to compromise the crews. They don't want to tell nobody what's going on. They don't want to tell nobody exactly what they're going to go get.
And that's why they always put a synthetic on the ship, because
It does
And
take
a-
orders.
it takes orders, and an alien it won't kill it. It's not interested in the synthetic. It can't bury itself in its chest, and
Right. It's not organic. So interesting point you bring up, because how long have they known that? How long have they known that? Because they have
that's
two droids.
probably why they created the synthetics to begin with, is to discover. You know what I mean?
Or when they first came in contact with the xenomorph, they understood right away by whatever data, whatever they got back, that the xenomorph won't mess with synthetics. They need organic. They need a human or anything organic to be able to do their thing. So again, they've probably always known, and this is why they do what they do.
And that's why the cyborg thing is interesting, because it's like, will an alien attack a cyborg? I guess it depends on whether or not it can host in the cyborg, right? Because every cyborg is probably different. It probably has different, like, robot parts. Like, if it's got that lung still intact, right, then it might attack that cyborg.
Yeah,
I'm thinking. I don't know. Because the cyborg is kind of a new introduction into a newer introduction into the alien lore, right? That it's like human but with robot parts.
Yeah,
because it didn't kill the cyborg.
Yeah, it didn't. It didn't. It didn't. So that's what I was telling Sicko. Who knows what parts they put in him and how it extends his life. That's interesting. We don't know that. So Wayland Yutani has some sort of way to make a cyborg, and he's kind of still human, and it prolongs his life. But yet Prodigy did what is. So see what I'm saying? That's why the show's so intriguing, dude. Because it gives you all that, bro. It's so layered.
Right. It's the first time we're really getting a deep dive into the lore of these corporations that are, like, responsible for all this chaos.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
that's always intrigued me. Like, who is Wayland Yutani? Like, what is that? Like, and who are these people? And we're getting a bit. I mean, we had some of that before, like with like Bishop, right, from Aliens, shows up in, like, the first Alien vs. Predator movie, but he's a human and he's a Wayland, right? They copied him to make him a synthetic for the alien. Yeah, it's but like that was cool. Like that's the only thing I like about that Alien versus Predator movie is it's like, oh fuck, that's Bishop, but it's like he's older, but it's like, oh, we realize that the Wayland Corporation just copied him and made him a synthetic.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. I was trying to look something up.
I mean, it makes sense because as far back as Romulus, they started taking that corporate greed angle. That I think they're trying to retcon. Maybe retcon's not the right word, but they're trying to smooth it over somehow. And they might not know. Well, I hope they do, but they might not exactly know how to go about that.
Like retcon Prometheus and Covenant.
I
hope not, man. I like the fucking black goo, dude. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I like the engineers. I don't think there's any reason to retcon that. I think you could go back to that.
I agree.
And do it effectively.
I agree.
You just got to take it out of Ridley Scott's hands. Hey, dude, I'm sorry. Ridley Scott had a lot of hit and misses over his whole career. He's had a lot of duds, bro. A lot of duds, in my opinion. I know he's got some classics. Obviously, Alien. What's the Harrison Ford one? I'm not even
Blade Runner.
Yeah, I'm not a Blade Runner guy myself, but Gladiator.
I like Gladiator.
I sent you a message, Sicko.
So sorry.
Yeah, it sounded like you were like.
I'm breathing into the microphone. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't want to blast you on. Well, I fucking did. Yeah. So
Chad, if you hear a snoring sound, get at me, okay?
Yeah. No, we only got 3 people. Hey, but our live did do pretty good as far as like afterwards. So that was awesome.
Yep.
But yeah, dude. Man, bro, I just can't. No, you know what? It's better if it's a slow burn. And like I said, it came by so quick, right? Like Tuesday is quick. Tuesday comes quicker. You know what I mean?
I love that the show's on Tuesday nights. It works with my schedule. It works. I could jump on. I watch you. Darth. I'm usually on Mondays, every Monday.
Yeah.
But
I scared my cat. Oh, you're stuck. Come here. Oh, sorry, Thanos. Hold on.
I'm just quickly asking ChatGPT. Not that ChatGPT's right about everything. It literally makes some things up sometimes. But I'm just seeing what it has to say about the whole Alien Earth 2120 and Alien being 2122.
Well, so I remembered this too reading, and I think it's easy to find. The showrunner said he didn't want to be handcuffed with all the other lore. He wanted to kind of do his own thing and still keep it within the universe, within what we've seen, and I think he's doing a great job at it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing if he doesn't like bring up the previous like the Prometheus and the Covenant.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it doesn't divert from that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't want them to retcon it at all.
They're doing a great job of coming around full circle because we're going to go, well, how does this pertain to Alien, the original movie, the 1979 masterpiece? Well, the reality is that I think this is their way, like Darth's saying, I really do think this is their way of saying, yeah, no, part of the horror was that she wasn't just up against an alien. She wasn't, here we are for 20, 30 years thinking, oh, she's just floating through space and then comes upon an alien and how terrifying could that be? But in reality, the whole time was, well, what if they know about the aliens and they're keeping it from you?
I think they've always alluded to it's a corporate greed situation.
And I think
Yes.
they're leaning into that and officially saying yes.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. It was a corporate greed kind of angle that we were using. Maybe not intentionally in the beginning, but the fans really helped connect those pieces.
Yeah,
And it's clearly what we want. You know,
yeah. Have you
no
read
one's
the,
complaining about it.
my bad,
Look-
Sicko, have you read the books, Fish, for Marvel?
No, I've
Oh,
read the
bro.
Dark Horse stuff,
Oh, you gotta read them, bro.
like the
Sicko,
Newt stuff.
oh, you gotta read them, dude.
The
I
artwork is not great, but
Yeah,
the
it's tough.
stories are good.
they are, dude. We did our review, and
Oh no, I
I
tuned in for the reviews.
bro,
Yeah,
I would, and I think you could get them all relatively cheap, cover price. You could probably get them off eBay in a bundle. I don't know about the trades. You know how trades always, for some reason, double in price, but you could probably get it pretty cheap. You could probably go on Midtown, any big online store. You could probably get them all, dude. And I seriously recommend them.
like the recent Marvel ones are good.
Yeah, dude. Yes, they
Yes.
are, dude.
The story's terrific. The covers are terrific. The
Like
guts.
what time and place does this? Do we know? Like where?
Oh,
That's
a dark
that's-
question.
Well, it's in the world, but here's the thing: they mention Prometheus.
Okay, so it's after that. Okay,
Well,
so
I'm really not sure when it takes part.
yeah,
either.
it's in the world. They don't mention
Yeah.
Ripley or none of that, but they mention the mural in Prometheus and the black goo.
Okay.
So it's in the world. It's really violent. You see how horrible and heinous Weyland-Yutani are, bro.
oh yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
they are that. I think that's one thing that. Well, you see, Yutani, where are my creatures?
Well, see, what's interesting about Alien Earth is supposedly it's taking place just 2 years before the original film Alien, but in Alien, Weyland-Yutani existed, but it feels like in Alien Earth, just 2 years earlier, Weyland-Yutani doesn't exist. It seems like they're two separate companies.
No. I think what they're doing is very clever. It's kind of what they did in the second Alien vs. Predator, but it was just a horrible movie. We know of Weyland-Yutani. We've seen Bishop. We've seen all that, or we saw it in Prometheus. Now we're getting it from the perspective of Yutani. So so it's two corporations that merged. And in Alien vs. Predator,
Right. It's yeah. So they must merge. They're
Yes.
going to probably merge during this show.
no, I think they already are merged.
Oh,
They say, or is it?
well, okay, because like the ship that crashed is a Wayland ship, but Yutani, that Asian woman, wants the ship. It doesn't seem. I don't know if they're together just right now. I don't know. That's still that's a mystery. But I feel like
Fish is cooking.
I feel like those corporations might merge during the show. Is what I'm thinking, because the ship that crashed, you see the Wayland logos on the ship, and then you have Yutani, who's her, and she talks to the cyborg in the third episode, and she's like, "Oh no, you were talking to like my mother, my grandmother,
your great grandmother,
right?" So
So I don't know. That sounds like they already are merged. I because they say Weyland-Yutani, they always put them together.
Oh, does it say Weyland-Yutani on the ship? I thought because it was like I thought it was like see I hate the Alien versus Predator movies, but I know they take place prior to everything. Like they're like modern.
Yeah,
They're modern
Yeah.
times, but like when they came out. Like it was like coming out like those movies were supposed to take place when they came out, and So that's what's weird. Do you consider them canon with the Alien franchise? I don't know. That's we like I don't know if I even consider the AVP movies canon with the Alien
No,
franchise.
I think those are done, dude.
Yeah.
Those are definitely retcon. I think those are dead. And I think as they should be, bro, honestly. Um I'm trying to see if sibling rivalry, that's kind of true. With Wendy and the other chick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that
Um
there's some definitely, yeah. That other chick wants to be the new Wendy. Yeah. For
yeah,
sure.
that might be hard. I could have swore I saw Wayland Utani. That's why I said last week we're getting the perspective of Utani, like, which is interesting to me because we've always seen Wayland. Well, not really, because Alien versus Predator is the only time. Not Alien versus Predator. Yeah, and we see Prometheus and Alien versus Predator. The first one, that's Wayland with the cancer, and he dies.
It's
That's
Wayland,
why.
yes.
That's why they retcon those movies. That's why in Prometheus we see an aging Wayland
Right.
because he wants to live. He wants to be immortal.
Did you watch the YouTube thing where he does like a TED talk when he's young?
All of it. Yeah,
Yeah, you've seen all right. Yeah,
all of it. Yeah.
you're totally into the
Oh,
okay.
dude, I like I said, I think this is Aliens is my favorite movie of all time, the extended version. But so it's I've always held it over Empire Strikes Back. The world was just never really fleshed out in the way that Star Wars was. Star Wars, you got 3 movies that were all one big story. But Aliens, Alien 3, even as a youngster, I was like, no, not
Yeah,
really.
Alien 3 is kind of like yeah, I don't love Alien 3. I don't love Alien Resurrection. I think those movies could have been done better.
So so they've come out, and I guess they now this is Chat GPT again. So
The weapon.
this isn't like scripture, okay? But supposedly, and what the idea is that we're just ignoring AVP, because otherwise it would go Prometheus, Covenant, the AVP franchise, and then Earth. And they specifically wanted to go Prometheus, Covenant, Earth, Alien.
Yeah, you couldn't even do it because
They
Alien
declared
versus
AVP to be non-canon.
yeah, because AVP takes place in what would have been considered modern time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you remember, okay, so in the second Alien versus Predator, one of those suits guys takes the one that drops the bomb, takes the cannon from the Predator to Utani and says, "This isn't for our world." She tells him that. So they ignored that shit. That's why I'm thinking it's a really Wayland Utani Fish, and we're just getting the perspective from Utani. Now, here's another thing, Fish. What if, okay, if this is canon in chronological order, Wayland already died in Prometheus. So if that's the head guy for Wayland, you would assume that Utani would be, because it's still the bloodline, Utani would be probably running both because it's a merger. That's one thing. I don't know if you could look that up. Ask the weapon that. I don't trust the weapon by any, if it's a really Wayland Utani.
I feel like Wayland is just like Utani though. It's like Utani's like, oh, that was my grandmother. Wayland, it's like, yeah, well, that was my grandfather. Like that. This shit goes deep and hundreds of years.
Well, they're merged, and we just don't know how long they've merged. They're one company.
Right.
It's a merger. That's why it's Wayland Utani. But they're a merger. They're one company. But I'm sure they got their CEOs. You know how they do it, big. You know what I mean?
Funny, like when I saw, okay, I mean, I'm 44 years old. I'm about to be 45.
Yeah.
And when I watched those movies in the 80s, I'm like, I just thought Wayland Utani was like a person's name, right? Like I didn't realize it was 2 different people's last names. Like I had no idea. Like
I think I figured that out, bro. As an adult.
Well, I mean, I figured it out by Alien like maybe like Alien 3 or Alien Res. I figured it out like in the 90s, but like
Was that? I don't think I figured that out until a guy who I think does some of the best Predator lore. Another big channel. I'm not gonna plug him because he does the whole. He leans into like half his content is the neurotic type content. So, but I think that's where I learned through him Mr. H, right? Before he showed his face. So he did. That's how I learned Predator was a Yautja. That's how I learned a lot of the Predator lore, and Alien lore. I think that's where I learned that it's two companies. It's a merger. He read all the books and all that. I the only books I read from like back in the day was Alien Hive, Alien Earth Hive, and the Alien versus Predator, which they take parts of that movie, including the female lead in Alien versus Predator. You found anything, Sicko? What the weapon tell you?
Yeah. So 2 years before Alien Earth, Peter Wayland, 100% dead. If you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Then after Prometheus, the Wayland Corp goes on continuing without Peter and merges with the Yutani Corp, making the mega conglomerate. 2 years before 2120.
There you go. There it is. Because it said it on the ship, I think, Fish. Okay. But either way, it's to your point. Yutani's running it. So either way, Peter Wayland is gone. And it kind of makes sense man, maybe this is why I don't like the director coming out and saying, and the showrunner saying that they're just doing it within the universe, but a separate story. Because then you get all this confusion. If he just says, man, this is fucking canon, and this is when it takes place, and this is what we're doing, let's go. Yeah, you still don't have to mention everything that happened on Prometheus. You don't have to. You just know you got the xenomorph. Nobody survived from Prometheus. Nobody. So nobody, no ships, no nothing, unless Data wasn't sitting back. And as far as, even though we're in the fucking future, I seriously doubt you could send Data right from millions and millions and millions of light years away. So I think they got nothing. All they know is Peter died somewhere, never fucking came back. And why? Because he was chasing the path to immortality, and he was specifically chasing the engineer-like shit that they found in the cave. Nothing to do with the xenomorph. See what I'm saying? So I think that's why he's not going there at all. Oh, you gotta watch it on the 1030, bro. Well, I'll just say this: 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. So, see what I mean? I could do it. This is great. This is fucking great, dude. I love the show, man. I'm glad Disney could get this right, dude. This and the Predators, because had they fucked this up, bro, I swear, dude.
All right, not to change subjects.
Yeah,
but I have to say, my favorite show of all time, probably The Wire. Have you ever watched The Wire?
Of course. I've yet to finish season 6.
What? Okay. Yeah, what's the best season?
Dude, I watched them when I was still in California, bro. I binged it all.
I'd say the best season is 3.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because well, 1, they're on the streets. 2, they're on the ports. 3, they go back to the streets.
Yeah.
And when 3, they go back to the streets, that's when like Omar and Brother Muzone fucking just executes fucking Stringer Bell, and that shit's fucking insane.
Oh, that is good. Yeah. That is good.
Man, I'm gonna need you guys to spoil this for me. Does he find out that Strider, or what's his Strider Bell?
Stringer Bell.
Stringer. Does he find out that Stringer killed his brother?
I believe so.
You guys remember?
No. So Stringer had Omar's boyfriend murdered.
No, what about no? Remember who gets killed in prison, dude?
That's
That's his right. That's the dude who was
that's
street.
Anton's little like that's Anton's like nephew or cousin.
Some
Yeah,
right. I
and
don't know.
he worked for Anton.
Yes, because Anton is the one. He's the boss. Strider is like was
Right,
second.
Stringer. Right,
Stringer.
Stringer's like the businessman for Anton, basically.
Right,
Yeah,
and he has his nephew or somebody killed, and he loved his nephew. That's the
exactly.
only thing I don't remember if he ever because I think Stringer gets killed before that.
No, I'm pretty sure it's season 3 because season 1 was like remember season 1 like they don't even know who Anton is for like 4 or 5 episodes in. Like the Baltimore police are like, who the fuck is this guy? And they figure out he was like a Golden Gloves boxer, and they find like a picture of him, and they're like, oh shit, that's this dude. And uh no, I'm pretty sure Stringer makes it into season 3, but yeah, he gets got. He gets got in the fucking yeah.
Because dude kills everybody.
Yeah,
Succession. I got Succession as my goat, man.
that's your best. Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that. I mean, those HBO shows, right? Like how can you
Yeah,
you got what? Succession, Game of Thrones,
just too
uh
much, just too much, bro. But
Sopranos, The
I will
Wire.
say, my bad. I don't mean that. I
True
will say,
Detectives.
yes, obviously, and I like season 2. Even got a little flack, and I like season 3. But I will say this, bro. Don't sleep on Apple. Don't sleep
Apple
on Apple.
TV.
I think Apple has passed Prime, has passed Netflix,
Apple's really good.
bro.
Okay.
They
All right.
got
So
yeah.
what about Silo? My dad watches
I
Silo,
I
and he says
haven't.
it's great, and I haven't seen it.
Bro, it's so much
Yep.
to watch, dude. It's so much
I
to
know.
watch.
Good.
Like, there's a lot of shit I gotta wait till my kids get a bit older and they can function more on their own, so I can sit and watch it. But right now, I got a 6 and a 5-year-old boys that even watching Alien, which I hate when you have to turn everything up just to hear them talk clearly. But I got 2 boys being kids, you know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
and they want to be with dad and mom. They don't. They got rooms. They're just right there. So, I would highly recommend everything on Apple. Like I watched this show Platonic. Like if I could review that show and break it down and show parts of it, but you can't. I don't. It's so hilarious, bro. It's Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne. Bro,
You know what? I only saw the first episode of that because I think Amazon Prime gives you like a preview. They let you watch one episode and then they want you to subscribe. But yeah, I like that.
it's good.
Yeah,
It's adult comedy that they don't do no more. That's
I
only on streaming.
yeah. Seth Rogen's a funny dude for sure.
He is. Anything else before? Because I got to get up. I'm doing overtime because I need the money.
Coming up to that hour mark.
Yeah,
All right,
I got to
Dar-
be up. Yeah,
all right,
hey,
Sicko.
you wanna come by next week, bro? You're more than welcome.
Awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I'll show
Yeah,
my
we
face
know you're
next
not-
week. How about that?
Yeah, whatever you want to do. Bro.
You're not a weirdo.
Yeah,
We're always a little scared when someone new comes, but you 99% of the time it
All right,
turns
so
out great.
okay. I know you want to get out, but like to be
No,
completely
I got
honest,
a few more minutes, bro. We could
Yeah,
go.
we got a minute. We
to be
got time.
completely honest, Darth, I follow you because you don't like Sticky. That was the reason I gravitated towards you. No
Oh.
doubt. And I'm not gonna unsubscribe. I watched your most recent video.
Oh, yeah.
I know you're the drama king.
Yeah,
But guess what? But hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. I don't okay. You know what? I probably would get along with Sticky. I mean, I heard his video. Like I'm pretty sure he named his daughter Ripley after Alien. Like I'm pretty sure we would get along well. Like
I think I know. That's why I would never really want to ever want to sit down with him because I'd be scared of that. Because
like
I'm a professional sticky troll and I'm done being on the fence. Like I said earlier, and there's too many things in common that might be small, but to me they're big. Tool
Right.
is my third favorite band. I would never wear a Tool shirt because he ruined it for me. Aliens, like that jerk, is my favorite movie. I think Ellen Ripley is my favorite character in a movie. My favorite hero, my favorite
Favorite
heroine
heroine, absolutely. I mean,
by
you,
far. You know what I mean? By a
by
mile.
far. Number 2 would be the bride from Kill Bill for me. Like
Oh,
Uma Thurman, like the
do I have?
she'd be my number 2.
Man, I'm feeling.
Beatrix Kiddo, that's her
Yeah,
name.
yeah. That's fair. I don't know. I couldn't put Linda mother I couldn't Linda Hamilton Terminator.
Oh, that yeah. That's
Um
You know what? That's a good one. But
I would probably I don't know if I have a number 2. She's that so far apart. If I ever got a Sith female, that could be it. But if I'm talking heroine, it almost could have been Rey. Ahsoka? Man, you know what? I would probably have Ahsoka. I am a star.
Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka
Yeah,
Tano. I mean, well,
yeah,
number
dude.
1, I've been attracted to Rosario Dawson's since fucking Kids. If you remember that
Oh, yeah.
movie.
No, but I did see where's she boobies is in that movie that flopped, the Brad Pitt, like similar Gladiator movie type thing.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but
I'm not
it
sure
would
about
probably be Ahsoka Tano, I think. But
All right.
I like Wendy, dude. I
Oh
like Wendy,
yeah.
bro.
Oh yeah.
I like Wendy, dude. Dude, instantly. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. What do you think about that, Fish? Before we go, like I did see other pockets and Legion of Comics kind of say that he like people aren't really attached to a character. Like I'm not feeling that. I don't agree with that. I'm Team Wendy all day.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, she is the most badass heroine you can. Like what I don't know. Like what more could you want from your female like lead
So far, yeah.
than yeah, I mean, yeah, this episode she was just like unconscious the whole time, basically, after she killed that alien in the elevator, but like
Mm-hmm. Well,
you know she's coming back, and
I mean,
or
yeah.
she already did, but yeah, she's got the fucking weird thing where she hears everything the aliens are
Mhm.
doing, but she's the star of the show until
Absolutely.
Noah Hawley decides to do something crazy or something.
And their kids.
And their
in
kids.
fucking droids. How could you not instantly feel that?
Mhm.
I don't know, it'd just be sicko. What do you think? If you have to think about it,
I don't. Well, no, I don't have to think about it. I'm just questioning whether or not I want to go down that road. I really don't have what's the word? An infinity for Wendy, and I'm seeing everyone around me kind of clamor around this character Wendy, and I'm waiting to feel like I felt like how I did about 11 in Stranger Things. And for me, that connection is not happening. And
I like that.
I'm a little jealous of you guys. I want to go back and watch those 3 episodes over again with fixating on her, because maybe I've missed some things. Maybe I will be a fan, but it's just a really unpopular take right now. Is that I'm not feeling what? How do you say it?
Heroin. I always don't say it right because it sounds like heroin. You know what I mean? Heroin. I guess.
Yeah.
But that's
fair. But yeah, because it is. It's pronounced, and yeah, it's exactly the same word. But
that's. Go ahead, Fish.
No. I was gonna say what's great about her is that, one, like Darth said, she's a kid, she's innocent, but then 2, she's supposed to be like the smartest fucking person. Like that dude, that boy genius dude is infatuated with her, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
he thinks she's the future. And
Yeah.
that's what's intriguing about it is that like what's going to happen with her, right? Because that's the thing. It's like the Prodigy company, we don't hear about them in the future of the alien verse.
Mhm.
So, what happens with Wendy? And also, why? Okay, and maybe I'm lost. I mean, I've watched all 3 episodes, but why is she also called Marcy? Because I thought she got to keep her name, but her brother is calling her Marcy, and that was confusing to me.
Her
I
real
I
name.
I found that confusing also.
Well, because that's her brother, and he's gonna instinctively call her by what he knows her.
So wait, but the one
Oh,
girl said she got to keep her name,
she transferred over.
but yeah, but that one girl who was talking to the boy genius is like, or no, somebody or the redheaded girl is like, why did Wendy get to keep her name? And then it's like, well, did she? Because like her brother's calling her Marcy.
Yeah, I think she's off. Now, here's one thing that I almost forgot because I got lost in thought. Timothy Oliphant notices what we've already known that these even though they're in joys, they're fucking human. When the Indian kid and his black buddy they're hugging, what's that?
Mhm.
That's human nature. He's consoling his little buddy, and he's seeing that, and he's like, he doesn't do that. They don't feel that. I don't think that that's what they wanted, and they tease some shit in the here's what's ahead season when they got them all locked up in a glass cage, and they're like, "What? You're gonna kill us now? Why? Because they're too human." At the
Mm.
end of the day, Boy Genius is don't give a fuck about them. To
At the end,
them,
at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure Boy Genius is going to get killed by a xenomorph. I mean,
or Wendy. Wendy might take them out, or one of the kids.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would be better. Yeah,
I think I think he's going to be around for a bit. I think something's going to happen where they kind of like divert paths, and he kind of takes on this Anakin Skywalker, where he was the good guy, I mean, not necessarily the chosen one like Anakin Skywalker was,
And now he's
but
a bad guy.
now he's a bad guy. I really feel like that's where his story's going.
I
It's
already
like
think he's a bad
he's
guy. Yeah,
he's gonna do something to sell the group out. I got my eye on that fucker. I don't trust him.
Not at all. Not at all. But
But Darth, we got to get you to bed.
yeah. So Fish, you're more than welcome to come on next week, dude. Great episode, right? I think we all agree. I think Sicko, even though maybe you're not latching on to one character, but overall the show's pretty badass.
I love the universe. I love the set. I love all the buildings and all like the really the atmosphere. Oh, I love it.
And I think at the end of the day, that's what's like. I don't want to say that's the most important thing, but you like the show. So if you're not, I think that if like guys that or anybody that has that they're struggling. What I don't know, struggling. If there isn't a character that's their favorite, who cares? You like the show overall. That's I think a win for the show and the fans because I want everybody to like this shit. And I think that's why I'm into Rotten Tomatoes and all that. And so that's why I think the audience score is like under 80. And I think people might be struggling with that, but overall, it's a positive take. So, all right. Fish, thank you. You're more than welcome to come on. Just real quick before we go, I don't know what 1 out of 5. I got it as a 4. I'll go 4.
I got it at a 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
Sicko.
Even though I'm not jiving with some of the characters, I am firmly at a 5 out of 5.
And you know what? It's kind of what you said in the beginning, Sicko. It's like a dystopian, even though we're in the future, it's like everything seems dead. Like, right, there's like no joy in it. I see what I'm saying. So maybe that's the tone of the show. You're dealing with a bunch of synthetics. Who are the only humans in that show?
just overarching
Yes.
effect on humanity from corporations.
Yeah, because we've
and-
advanced so much so that half droids, half humanity is slowly withering away. So see,
the humans are the evil people in the show.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty
really.
much.
And that's what I
bro.
fucking love. That's what
Yeah.
I fucking love.
That's what I'm talking
It's like
about.
there's almost no good guys. just
No.
bad guys on bad guys.
Hey, the bad guy, the good guys could be the fucking aliens that were just in their world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So all right, man. I'm good.
We'll have more. We'll have more
All
next week, folks.
I love you guys. If you will welcome me on your
Yeah,
show
bro.
next
Just
Absolutely, Fish.
Just
All right.
pencil you in. You come in, or I don't know if you got Instagram, or once you come in, bro, because I started.
I'm on Instagram, Darth. I've messaged you before.
I think you have. Yeah, just shoot me your Gmail through there, and I'll just send it to you direct.
Well,
Or-
it was great hanging out with you guys.
Before you go, and I noticed just on the Bear. That's another GOAT show, the Bear, and that's
I need to watch that because I'm
fuck
from
it.
Chicago,
Yeah,
or
well,
the Chicago area, and
Yeah.
I haven't watched it. So
the music in the show, bro. So last week it ended with Tool, one of my one of my favorite Tool songs, Stinkfist, and I like Metallica, and it ends wherever I may roam. I thought that was badass.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
they
Does
did.
it-
Yeah.
Yeah. So all right, I guess we're out.
All right. Roll the intro. Talk to you guys later.